I'm Gage Kitchens, and today we're going over the fundamentals of how to properly throw in a soccer ball and how to use it in different scenarios in a game. So the student will be able to name and explain the 4 different skill cues to throwing in a ball, demonstrate how to throw in a soccer ball in different scenarios, and work by yourself or with a partner or team to practice the skills. So to practice this skill, you do not need a soccer field. All you need to do is create a line. It could be in the ground, it could be from a basketball court, just any line. So you do not need a soccer ball either. You can use any type of ball you want to, basketball, kickball, just anything that kind of resembles a soccer ball. So, and you also do not need a partner. You can use a wall or just practice throwing to a distance by yourself, but a partner is recommended as it helps you progress your skill and you really get a feel for it. So the question is, how do we throw in a soccer ball? So there are 4 skill cues to throwing in a soccer ball. First skill cue is placement. So we have our line right here, as you can see, blue line. So it's good practice. They say you can have your foot on the line, but it's not crossing over the line, but it's good practice to always have it behind the line. So we want both our feet behind the line, okay? If you're right-handed, you can have your right foot back a little bit and have your left foot ahead. And if you're left-handed, you can have your right foot ahead and your left foot back, okay? So that is our first skill cue, is placement. Our second skill cue is grip. So how we want to grip a ball is we want our hands spread apart on the right and left hand side of the ball. So when we have it, our thumbs will be facing us. So you see how I have it like that? Second skill cue, grip. Our third skill cue is arch. So this is how we want to generate the power to throw in the ball. So I'm right-handed, so I have my placement of my feet, got my grip, and arch. So I'm gonna bring the ball, thumb behind the neck. It should be touching the back of your neck, okay? And we're going to thrust our hips forward like this, okay? And we should have that arch, okay? So arch, third skill cue. Our fourth skill cue is follow through. So taking our placement, grip, arch, and follow through. We want to follow all the way through with the ball, okay? We do not want to stop halfway. We want to follow all the way through the ball. So I'm gonna demonstrate all the skill cues at once. My demonstrator will get out there for me, please. So, as you see, we have our demonstrator out here. So, placement, grip, arch, and throw. So we're going all the way through. Do it one more time. Placement, grip, arch, and throw. Okay, so that is our 4 skill cues. All right, so our first activity, we just learned the skill cues, which are placement, grip, arc, and follow through. So we're going to take those skill cues and put it into a simulation of what it's like to be in a game. So we have our demonstrator out here. So what we want to do when we throw the ball is we want to throw it at the target that our offensive player gives us. It's usually at the feet. So our offensive player will show the inside of his foot like that, and we're going to go through our skill cues. Remember, placement, grip, arc, and follow through. We want to follow through at his feet. So it should look like this. It shouldn't be too hard because you want the offensive player to be able to catch it. So I'm going to throw it again. Placement, grip, arc, throw it all the way through. We'll go through it a few times. You don't have to have a partner if you don't need to, but it's good to have. All right, now our partner is going to give us a different target. It could be his foot, either foot, his thigh, or his chest. So now we're going to go for his thigh on this one. So, good. Good. One more time with the thigh. See a chest now. Now we're going to progress to the chest. Beautiful. Good. One more time. And again, you do not need a partner, but it's good to have a partner because it gives you a visual target of what a person looks like out there. So we just learned our 4 skill cues, remember, and and we just did them an activity. So now, say our defender is not always going to be able to be this close to us. So we're going to have to learn how to throw with some power. Remember, we generated that power right back, but you are able to run up to the line. But you remember, you have to have 2 feet on the ground when you're throwing it. So to allow this to happen, we're going to take a couple steps toward the line. Then we're going to take our plant. If we're right-handed, we're planting that left foot right next to the line, and we're going to drag our back foot. So it gives us some momentum going forward. So it should go like this, and you should let go of the ball before you release it. So we have our demonstrator out here. We're going to do this. See how much power that is right there compared to what we're doing just stationary. So do it again. Good. One more time. Step. That's way more power than throwing it with a stationary pass. So now we're going to progress it into more of a game-like scenario. So we have our demonstrators. We have Landon in the blue shirt, who is our offensive player, and Ethan, who is in the red shirt, is our defensive player. So the offensive player is able to come towards us, towards the pass. He can go to the left or to the right. Okay, so we're going to use a throw we just learned of a run up to throw it in. So we're just going to walk through right here. So let's say Landon, Ethan gardening, he goes to the left. We're going to use our throw right at his foot. Okay. Okay, let's say he comes towards me. We're throwing it in right at him. Now we're going to do it, see if it goes to the right. And we're just throwing it in to his feet. Okay, just go. We're just going through it a couple times. Our offensive player is choosing where he wants to go, and we're just coming into it. Remember, our offensive player is going to be showing our target, so that's where we know where we want to throw it. So if he's showing it inside of his foot, throw it to inside his foot. If he's showing his thigh, we throw it to his thigh. One last time.
Video, man.
So we're going to remember our 4 skill cues, which are placement of the feet. Remember, they have to be directly behind the line. Okay. Remember, we're going to have our grip. Remember, grip is going to be spread out hands, fingers across each side of the ball. Arc of our back. Remember, our thumbs are going to be touching the back of our neck. And follow through. Remember, once you follow through, using our whole body. And remember, if we want to do a run up, remember, our feet have to stay behind the lines. Using our lead foot, if you're right-handed, that'll be your left foot. If you're left-handed, that'll be your right foot. And remember, we'll stay behind the line. We'll run up, and we're going to throw the ball. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.